Hi, and welcome to 10 in 10, LinkedIn live chat sessions with storytellers from Thrive with Mentoring's soon to be published book. I'm Lalita Vaidyanath, co editor of the book, and I'm very pleased to have with me Yarina Sheremet, one of our inspiring storytellers and a star mentee. I have already had the pleasure of having a chat with Sonia Robinson, her mentor, who's had such wonderful things to say about her. So now let's leave it to Yarina to come back about herself.
Thank you very much, first of all, for having me today. And I'm very proud to be part of the Thrive community. A few words about myself. So I'm currently working in Basel in the agriculture sector. And my background actually coming from the natural science. I'm a biologist by background, made my career as a scientist. And then at some point decided to turn my career and work in the commercial industry. I'm super passionate about the communities and especially such community as the Thrive, where you can bring all the talented and so energized women together for some very nice and bigger purpose.
That's a very nice introduction. And hats off to you for all the courage that you have shown throughout. Moving from Ukraine, coming to Basel, and starting life all over again. Uh, Terrific.
Thank you very much. I
Telling
was,
you,
yeah.
telling you
I
lots
was,
of love.
yeah, I was lucky to do this 6 years ago. So before the big war started, and I moved for my career. But I'm very delighted that now I can also support my country, my native country here. And also, I really appreciate, and I would like to sincerely thank for all the people in the entire world for supporting Ukraine.
Of course, we're all with you. Everyone, I'm sure, is with you, Yarina. You know, it's such a huge thing, and I think we need all of us need to stand together for this. Shall we move on to queries about your story and about the book?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, one word to summarize your story.
It's for me, it's a journey. The, because our life, it's entirely journey, and then my story also it's about that. And especially when you through your life you're meeting very different people, and they're part of your personal story and your journey, and each of them playing an important role. And that's what I shared in my story, that meeting my mentor Sonia, who played an important role in my life story as my guide, my mentor, the person who support me, who encouraged me. So my story is about that.
Sure. It's a story of a lot of strength and courage.
Yes.
Yeah. What motivated you to write the story, Yarina?
I think the main motivation that I feel grateful, and I want to share this moment with others. Then when someone investing time, efforts in you, in your encouragement and motivation, I really would like to share this special moment with other women and also to encourage them to do the same.
Right. In fact, your entire story, you all have written it so well. It's like two sides of the coin. The way Sonia speaks about you and the mentoring relationship, and the way what you have said about what you have gained from the mentoring and what you have learned from Sonia. It's beautifully done.
Thank you
It's
so
one of the
much.
best mentor mentee stories that we have.
So happy to hear. Thank you so much.
So, what did you feel about seeing your story in print? What do you think you'll feel rather when you see your story in print in a book right there or in a bookstore, and you can tell your family, hey, I wrote that part of that?
Oh, I would feel super excited, and first of all to have my story published. But it's not my story. It's our, as you mentioned, it's our story with Sonia and mentor. and then they existing together. And I think that's what we managed to deliver, because when you come together as a two people, you are double, you are triple more powerful than you alone. And I think that our community, it's about that. And I'm looking forward to read also stories from other women. I would like to get this inspiration. I would like to broaden my mind. And I'm really looking forward for that experience.
That's such a lovely way of putting it, Yarina. And I really admire your grit and for having done this so well, coming so far.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, what is the best part of your story?
I think the best part, it's about as I mentioned, about the journey, and then meeting different people who are the teachers, our soulmates, or people from whom we can learn something, and who are important to us. But this is the most important from our side, to recognize these people and then to understand their role in our life. And for me, it's about the trust. That's also a very exciting moment. How quickly we can recognize these people, and then to have this feeling of trust. So you can skip this very important basic element when you get to know each other, just going slowly into the process, and then you finally, start to work as a one team. So our story with Sonia, when we managed to recognize and then really have this click moment between us, so we can go directly into the very different subject and really made the best from this journey together.
Right. In fact, that was something that stood out in both your stories. The fact that you were in a successful career, etc., but you didn't stop it at that. You were very keen to go deeper within and ask yourself so many questions. And you did mention that there are so many teachers around. I think life is one of the best teachers that we have. And you did mention that so many people teach us, and so many life itself teaches us. And I think that part of it has been captured so well by you in your story. And it's just reflected in what Sonia also shared in her part of the story.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Um, what would you say is your superpower, Sonia? I mean, Yarina. Sorry,
Yeah,
Yarina.
it's good. um, I think the superpower that I'm a continuous learner. I'm trying to keep this natural curiosity in myself, just curiosity about the life, about the new opportunities, also about the challenges. And this is a question which I used to ask to myself, not why I have this experience, but then for what I have this experience, what I would like to learn from it. And that's why I have this natural curiosity. It's really given this superpower.
Great. It means that you are very open-minded.
I'm trying to be.
Of course.
Yes,
Definitely. Yeah.
we all human
Applause.
beings. Yeah,
Yeah.
we all human beings, and that
Yes.
we continues to learn, but to be open and then to be this natural curious, it's really making your life very different. So
Absolutely. And also, when you pick up things from your mentor, and when you all were having so many discussions, because you also mentioned in your story that it wasn't only about mentoring. You spoke about so many things. You covered so many topics. You spoke about the situation in Ukraine. You spoke about life. You spoke about life, friendship, so many things. I think all that put together was probably what opened up a lot of things between you all, made the mentoring the way it was so productive.
thank you. That's absolutely true.
Yeah. So, the theme of our book is unstoppable. What makes you, as our storyteller and as who you are, unstoppable?
The most important just to trust in yourself and believe in yourself. And then this is the beginning, and that's where we have our responsibility. And also to look for the inspiration and also for support from others, because it's like a circle of life. You ask for help, but then you are given it back. So it's really important to keep it as as an entire journey together. So that's what's keeping me going and continuing.
That's a very nice way of putting it. It's a circle of life. You take, you give, it just goes round and round. And I
Yes.
think that really sums up mentoring so well, because as much as you learn from a mentor, the mentor also learns from you. And I think that's what happened in your mentoring equation with Sonia.
Yes.
So, on to queries about Thrive. What do you think Thrive stands for, Yarina?
I think Strive stands for building a community of unstoppable women. That's what I'm
Nice.
observing, and that's what's really inspiring me. And so many women putting so much efforts just to keep this organism alive and then to grow with a good energy. And I'm really, really grateful for all of you for such a great job and then to putting this community together.
Thank you. It's wonderful to have you as part of the community, and wonderful to have so many women out here who are part of this, the sisterhood.
Yes.
Um, if you were to mentor your younger self, Yarina, what would your message be?
As I mentioned earlier, it's about the trust in yourself and believe in yourself. This is important. And also, what I learned with an age, that be your own best friend.
Wow.
We, as a woman, we're putting so much like requirements for ourselves. We want to push ourselves. We would like to check our borders, but we sometimes forgetting that we are the people, we need to take care about ourselves. So find this balance and be yourself the best friend. That's where I think I would give an advice to my younger version.
That's that's a beautiful answer. I really think all of us should tell our younger selves that, and we need to tell that to ourselves even now, because we still
Absolutely.
continue to put pressure on ourselves. And in fact, in one of my earlier chats with one of the mentors or mentees, the same thing, the same point came across. As women, we tend to do this. We tend to put pressure on ourselves. We want validation all the time, and that's something that we need to probably uh, cast aside and look after ourselves and love ourselves more, like you said. That's a very nice piece of advice to your younger self.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And the best part of being a mentee.
I think the best part, it just you can see your own growth and progress in a very dedicated time, because also through the life we have a different initiative, the dreams, and so we would like to achieve so many things. So to be a mentee for their particular moment in your life, you can actually put the targets and work with a professional and your mentor to achieve your goals, and you see results very, very quickly.
Great. I think it's also a help that you have such a wonderful equation with your mentor.
Absolutely. This is like
Yeah,
not coincidence, it's not given. And I'm really, really grateful for this experience. I was
that's great.
lucky. I feel very, very lucky.
For all that you've been through
Thank you.
and all that you've achieved. Yeah.
Thank you so
Is
much.
there something you'd like to add, Yarina? Because we are going to be wrapping up our conversation. I had a lovely time speaking with you.
Thank you so much, first of all, for having me here. And I really, truly believe in this circle of life. And if I would do something differently, I would not change my experience in the life, but I know that I will be the different person, and I would really like to continue to contribute for the community further.
Absolutely. You will be the, you can, rise and be the next mentor.
Absolutely. That is the target.
Yeah, great.
Thank you so much.
So,
It was a
it
pleasure.
was lovely, lovely speaking with you. I have a message here about the book. Please join participate in our crowdfunding campaign. Please share it and be part of it, because we need help. We need your support to get that book marketed, to get the book published and marketed, so that more and more women read the book and get inspired and take decisions about mentoring, which is so critical to their professional and personal growth. And if you order the book right now, you can get it receive it at the awards if you're going to be there. And also, if you buy tickets for the award at full price, you're going to get 2 copies of the book absolutely free, complimentary from Thrive. I think that's a great way to receive the book, isn't it? So please participate in this campaign of ours.
Thank you
Please share.
so much. Yeah.
Most welcome, Yarina. I really loved chatting with you and getting to meet you.
Meet you soon.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.